Welcome everyone, welcome to Love's Messages. My name is Janet. I started this channel to support humanity through the shift in consciousness that the planet is going through right now. If you're new to this channel, planet Earth is going through an ascension process. Her vibration is raising, and we're actually going from a third dimensional planet to a fourth, well, through to a fifth dimensional planet, but we're in the early stages of the fourth dimension, fourth density. So it's a very exciting time. It's the most exciting time to be on planet Earth. And if you're here, you wanted to be here. And my deepest wish is to support humanity through this process and navigate all of the challenges on the way. I really want this to be a place for some really practical support. So in a previous video, I talked about free will and what free will is. And free will is our gift from God. It's our superpower. Free will is the part of us that is able to choose between the ego's judgments, essentially, the ego, the world of separation, and choose love instead. So we're living in there's two parts of us. We have the part of us that we share with the mind of God, and the part of us that is kind of trapped in a body and perceives itself as being very limited and only this one perspective, completely identified with the image and identity of just being a body, and that's it, that there's nothing else. So what I'm really excited about is I'm really excited, and I've always been excited about this. This is, to me, the most exciting thing, is how creation works, the manifestation process. And there's been a lot that has been taught about that, and not that those things aren't valuable, but in order to really understand how creation actually works, I believe that this is the way. So I have talked about this in previous videos. That's not what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to get into the nitty gritty today. Start to get into the nitty gritty. So what I want to communicate to you is that and this ties back to that we are going through a transition. So we're going from the world of duality, the 3D world. Planet Earth is a world of duality. This is a world of duality. It's the ego's world, in a sense. It's the ego's playground. But the world of duality is the world of right and wrong, good and bad, black and white, up and down. It's a world of opposites. And that's kind of needed in order to experience what we want to experience here, what we need to experience. But what's happening is planet Earth is transitioning from a world that's primarily ruled by the ego to a world that's primarily ruled by love. So when I say God, I mean love, and when I say love, I mean God. God is love, love is God. And we are moving into an era where love is going to be the predominant characteristic. So another word for that is unity. We're moving into unity consciousness. We're moving from a world of feeling of separation and duality into a world of oneness and unity. So this is really important when it comes to thinking about how creation works, because creation is not, we live in a vibratory universe. Everything is vibration, everything is energy. And primarily what is driving creation is thought. And every thought holds a vibration. And I've talked about this in a previous video, and maybe I'll link it below. The analogy of that our consciousness is a still pond, and every thought that we think, we're kind of dropping a pebble in that pond, and it's causing a certain vibration. So in the world of duality, primarily the ego's primary directive is to judge. And that we've been taught that that's very interesting, innocent. It's innocent to just go around judging, assessing, evaluating, and we're taught that that's discernment. It's actually not discernment. In discernment, there's a wisdom. There's a wisdom behind discernment. The ego is just judging, and judgment has a very low vibration, has a very third dimensional vibration. And the third dimension, let's not forget, is a world of suffering. It's a world where things die. It's a world where there's a lot of pain and suffering and trauma. And a lot of that pain and suffering and drama comes from our judgments. We think that they're innocent. Well, maybe some of them we don't think are innocent, but largely we think our judgments are innocent. But what they are, every judgment is creating a certain vibration. And it's basically sending a message to the universe, to God, that I want more of the same. I want more duality. I want more of that 3D reality. I want more. Bring it on. Bring on the suffering, bring on the pain, bring on the trauma, bring on the drama. Let's get down and dirty here like we've been doing for eons and incarnations. Let's play around in the mud. In a sense, that's what judgment is. And there's no innocent judgments. Every judgment is creating more of a feeling of separation. That's the nature of a judgment. It's creating more of a sense of separation, which is the opposite of oneness, which is the opposite of the part of us that we share with the mind of God, which is the part of us that feels unconditionally loved, unconditionally loving, and is kind of bathing in the unbelievable purity of that oneness and that sense of being home, that sense of belonging, that sense of feeling safe, truly safe. The sense of not feeling there's anything wrong with us or anyone else. I mean, that's the world we're moving into. That's the world that we're creating now. That's the world that I'm inviting you to embrace and get on board and be part of. So I've got a tickle on my nose there. So this is the setup. We have this egoic programming that causes us to judge. I'm going to give you an example of a judgment, that we think is innocent. Say for instance, you're thinking, why does she wear the same earrings every day? Why does she? Well, so it's innocent things, but I don't wear the same earrings every day. But these are my favorite earrings, so I do want to wear them a lot. So, but that's a judgment. When I was in my early 20s, I was a hairdresser, and I actually had my master hairdresser license. You might not know it because I actually am cutting my own hair, so don't judge me by that. But so I used to go around just judging everybody's hair. I mean, I thought it was just an assessment, and maybe some of it was, but mostly it was judgments. And every judgment is causing something. It's causing a vibration that is going to create something that you probably don't want, consciously want. Now, unconsciously, you may want it. That's another video. But so judgment is the thing we have to start to get wise to. Judgment, all of our little judgments and the big judgments. Now, I'm going to teach you a practice. I'm going to teach you a tool that you can use to start to undo your judgments, so that we can undo, that you can undo your experience of separation, and that you can start to feel more into that unity consciousness and that part of you that you share with the mind of God, and that you share with all of creation and everyone else. And it really starts by just being very super conscious of our judgments, and that's all. You know, now I will get into this in other videos, where you might, probably the next video, where, you know, we really do believe that our judgments are needed. Something really bad is happening in the world, and we have to judge that, or else we won't do anything. Actually, the most empowered action is going to come from not a place of, you know, so for instance, if you're judging, and that really triggers anger and rage, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. You may be guided to do something, but even there's a way that's going to tie you to the 3D reality. It's gonna tie you into the sense of separation. There's a better way. That's what I'm going to suggest. There is a better way, and I am inviting you to come on this journey with me and see the better way, and to find the better way, and to start practicing the better way, so that we can really create this world, that we can really bring heaven to earth, that we can let go of the things that are causing war, poverty, starvation, everything that on this planet that we actually don't want. I mean, the ego has had its chance. If it was really going to solve these problems, it would have solved them by now. We would have solved them by now. We need a new way. And we haven't been taught this. This is what we haven't been taught. There have been unloving influences on planet Earth that have not wanted us to know how creation works, and that have been intentionally fueling our judgments by giving us things to be angry about, things to hate, whether that's politicians, hating politicians, whether that's this person is bad for not doing this. For instance, right now we're dealing with, people who are this dichotomy that we have, that everyone who isn't vaccinated is bad, everyone who is vaccinated is good, or if you're on the other side of the fence, everyone who is vaccinated is bad, everyone who isn't vaccinated, who is unvaccinated is good. This is the world that they have actually been. They've been fueling this intentionally to keep us trapped in fear to keep us trapped in duality. So fear is another very low vibration. It's a very low vibration fear. So we have been spoon-fed fear constantly, day by day, week by week, year by year, decade by decade. By you can't get away from it. We're deluged with fear every day, keeping us in a very low vibration. There are unloving sources that don't want humanity to reclaim their divinity, to reclaim their birthright, and come into the full expression and the full power of what it is to be human. Humans are very, very powerful. We are incredibly powerful, but our true power has been kept from us. Our true power has been hidden from us. And the truth is coming out now. And I want to share that truth with you. It's time for humanity to wake up. This is a great remembering. This is a great awakening. It's an incredible time. So in the next video, I'm going to explain this practice that you can start to use to undo your judgments. I also want to encourage you, if you are not already doing A Course in Miracles. It's not for everybody, but give it a try and see if it is for you. The Course in Miracles and the companion book, A Year of Forgiveness. I'll put the links in the description below. Those are very, very good for sources for unwinding, the judgments and beliefs day by day. This is kind of a support to go along with that. These are the teachings from the Christ mind. And anyway, I'm not going to go on and on anymore, but feel free to like this video so more people can find it. That's how I think it works here on YouTube, is that if the more people that like it, the more they will share it. And subscribe if you would like to get more videos. I love you dearly. I'm so excited for this journey. I am bursting with excitement, and I want you to be as excited as I am. So bye for now. I will see you in the next video, and take care. Be love. Bye.